Hello?
Hello, George.
Speaking.
George, Rob from Long Island. How you doing?
How you doing, Rob from Long Island?
Not too bad. Are you still around in the area?
Around the area? No, I'm in Florida.
Oh, you're in Florida.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah. You can say that. You guys had a rough year.
Oh man, it's still going on. It's what March, what 7th, and,
7th?
and it's 29 degrees still.
Oh, my God. Well, it's starting to warm up a little bit.
Barely. Whereabouts in Florida are you?
We're in Hollandale, just in Hollywood area, you could say that.
Oh, okay, okay. So well, thank you for taking my call, and thank you, for
You're welcome.
talking with me. And the music community is proud of what you accomplished, of course.
Well, thank you.
You're still going strong too, I presume, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So you grew up in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, Bensonhurst.
Bensonhurst. Can you describe to me what it was like as a kid and how music started affecting you?
As a kid, well, I'm still a kid.
like what was going around in Bensonhurst in the early 50s or whatever?
Well, we started to listen to naturally the radio, and that's how we got to get involved with the tunes that were out at the time and the groups that were there and popular. We looked up to them, and we started to mimic them, and they kept us out of trouble, believe it or not.
So, obviously, singing groups were the big rage at the time.
Oh yeah, it was all a cappella singing groups all over the place.
So not only you and everybody else, but everybody else along the whole, in Brooklyn was also doing the same thing.
Yeah, there were a lot of local groups trying to get it and trying to hit it. Been lucky, and we were one of the fortunate ones, and it worked out fine. And we're still doing it today.
Well, good for you. So where did you practice? Did you go to over a buddy's house, or how did you get together?
Yeah, we used to. There was a church that we used to hang around, and we used to go in the back portion. They used to let us use the room, and we used to rehearse there, or in street corners, or wherever we can get together in the guys' houses.
So what were some of the songs, like the first songs your group learned?
Oh, well, naturally, there was Little Star that came out a year before we got Hushabye, and we used to practice that and sing it. And then there was the Crest, and there was the Skyliners, and the Flamingos. It was all good music at the time, and we tried to sing it, just go, get a job, whatever it was, whatever was out at the time. We were doing it.
Right. Did you go see any of those guys play, anywhere?
Well, not really, but we did after we recorded. Naturally, we were singing with all of them at the Fox Theater for 10 days, and we met a lot of people, and we enjoyed ourselves.
So, how did you go about getting signed? How did you get your break?
Well, we went from a couple of managers who didn't do anything for us in the beginning. Then we met Mr. Jim Gribble, who said, he liked our sound. And he said, I'm going to bring you up to Laurie Records. And he did, and they liked us. And actually, they called in some writers to write some songs for us. The first song we recorded was Adam and Eve. That was on the backside of the hit Naturally Hushabye.
Uh-huh.
And first they brought up a song that was written. Actually, it was really written for us. It was "Teenager in Love," but Dion was there at the time when we were rehearsing it. He liked it, and he said, "Hey guys, I think the Belmonts and I can do a good job on that song," and they sure did. Because we said, "Okay, Dion, no problem, you can have it."
Now, so that happened at a studio. Where was that studio?
It was up actually, it was in the office of Laurie Records when we were rehearsing.
Where was that located? In Manhattan?
Yeah, in Manhattan. The Brill, everybody was in the Brill building at the time.
Oh, really? That's, yeah. Apparently, a lot of people went to that Brill building.
Oh, yeah, that's where most of the guys got their start, actually.
Right. So, did you have to audition with your manager, or how did he hear you?
Well, we were singing. I really don't know how we got to hear us. It was so long ago, Rob. If I can't remember most of it. But he did hear us, and I don't know. We remember how someone introduced him to us, and he just liked us from the very beginning. And that's the rest was history on that.
I guess what I'm getting at is, did you have to audition at the Brill Building? Or?
Oh yeah, well we did for Laurie Records, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What did they provide you with, like a backup band?
No, there was no band at the time. We just went in there and did a cappella.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, where were you the first time that you heard yourself on the radio?
Oh, I was driving in the car when it came on, and I was so shocked. And every naturally we didn't have cell phones at the time, so we had to stop and call each other, and everybody was so excited.
And was that the first release? Which was
the first release.
Was that before Hushabye?
No, Hushabye was the first release.
Oh, Hushabye was the first release. I know you recorded a couple songs before that, though, right?
Well, like I said, we did Adam and Eve for them. We did demos before that, but they weren't released. They were, just kept privately in our collection. But we had 16 releases, 16 cuts with Laurie.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Do you still own them today?
Yeah, I guess we do.
Like the 45s?
Yeah, I have most of them, thank God.
Did any of them get released with like picture sleeves pictures? Like, because some of the 45s are. I'm just curious.
Well, they're still available. If you can find them on the web. People are still selling them.
Yeah, I probably have. I have a big vinyl collection, and I have a big 45 collection. I probably have it mixed in there. I gotta check.
Nobody knows what they are today.
No.
Well, today's kids, but the doo-woppers, they know what it is, and they have most of them, believe it or not.
I went into a thrift store, I think 2 weeks ago, and I found an 8-track tape that I liked. And I walk up to the counter, and I hand it to the kid, and he looks at me and goes, "What is this?"
That's funny. It really is funny. Look, technology has gone so fast and so furious. The kids don't know what we had years back.
I know, but you know what? To me, it didn't go in a good direction because it basically, with the file downloading and all this, it kind of really put a damper on any group trying to make it.
Yeah, it's true.
Half the fun was going to the store, buying the 45, and actually even watching it spin.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had fun doing that in record stores at the time, It was a thing of the past, and it was enjoyable. Today, where do you get that? You don't get that anymore.
No. Everything's virtual, you pull it out of the air. So when Hushabye started rolling up the charts, did you have to tour to support it?
Oh, yeah, sure. We did a Midwestern tour at the time. We did a lot of local shows that at the time the manager just kept getting us gigs to do. And then we got, the American Bandstand with Dick Clark. In fact, we were on Midwest tour when Dick Clark wanted us, and we had to fly in during the tour, tape the show, and fly back.
Oh, wow.
It's funny because I forgot what state we were in, but it was Midwest, and we were having dinner that night, and they had a TV on, and we were looking at it, and they had Dick Clark show on, and we were looking at it, and there we were eating dinner, and we're looking at ourselves, and everybody was there saying, "Well, how could you guys be in two places at once?" It was funny. It was real funny.
What was that, like a week delay?
No, it was a couple of days after we did the show. After we taped it, he had it on the following day.
Well, that must have been really exciting.
Yeah, it was.
and where was that in New York also, the Dick Clark show?
No, that we did it in Philly.
Oh, that's where it was, Philly?
Yeah.
I see. But that was syndicated, so it played in
Oh yeah, it played all over. Yeah.
Probably all over the United States, right?
Yeah, we were out Midwest at the time, and sure enough, there it was. It was really an experience. Let me put it that way.
What do you have any memories of any really good shows you've done? On tour, or any unusual things happen
Oh, so many unusual things happened, Robert. Are you kidding? We
Yeah,
had so many experiences. But the best time we ever had was when we did the Fox show in New York. You know,
what year was that?
that was at the end of 1959. It was like a Christmas show we did.
Oh, that was when everything was at its peak, right?
Oh yeah,
Doo-wop music was full fledged.
It,
Uh,
going strong.
Now that Fox show, was that like a bunch of groups playing?
Oh yeah, that's where we met. Actually, we did show there with the Crest. We did it with the Skyliners. We did it with there was so many groups at the time. Um, Jimmy Clanton was there. It was oh God, we lost so many people. You know, it's a shame. I could think about them, but a lot of them are gone today. Was there? Yeah, Granahan was there, and there was so many of them. I mean, it was a big show. It was nice, and we were just so honored to be there. You know.
Was it a nice theater?
Yeah, they had full houses.
Nice.
Hey, we did it for 10 days straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The Isley Brothers were there at the time.
Oh yeah, they started that early too, right?
Yeah.
Huh. So what do you, how did you fare? I know this is a dumb question, but when the Beatles hit the scene, it pretty much put a damper on a lot of people.
Well, yeah, because they were self-contained. All of a sudden, you're coming in with music and singing at the same time. It changed the whole thing of doo-wop groups by itself. You know, it did put a damper on it, but it was late. You know, that's what happens. Things change, but they said rock and roll would never last, and here we are, 57 years later, and we're still doing it.
Yeah, well, that's good for you.
Yeah, right.
So, do you play?
Wait, I forget. Yeah, the other people that were on the show was Jackie Wilson, Lloyd Price.
Oh, okay, right.
Italy. It was amazing.
Those are some big names. Did you get to meet them backstage?
Oh, absolutely. We had more fun backstage singing with everybody than we did on stage. Bobby Lewis, who's still around today. We still do shows with him.
Uh-huh. Like, what does your set consist of back then? Like, how many songs did you get to play?
On that show, we only did a couple. Because there were so many groups, you only had a few minutes each, you know.
So you did what? You did Hushabye.
Hushabye, Adam and Eve, you know.
Was that Cliffs of Dover song in your set list?
I'm sorry, say that?
Didn't you do a song, Cliffs of Dover or something?
Yeah, White Cliffs of Dover. We did that one. And the second one was Don't Take the Stars, where we had out the end of 59. We recorded that. And Darling I Know Now, and Over the Rainbow. We did quite a few of them. And we still do them today on the shows. We sing them. There's Goodbye, Mr. Blue.
Do you primarily do the South Circuit, or do you get up here anymore?
Yeah, we just came back from Red Banks, Jersey.
Oh, really? That's a nice town. I actually I did a job there recently. I'm in the computer business and I do wiring and stuff. But I went to Red Bank and I noticed what a beautiful town it was.
Yeah, and we're going to be in eastern Pennsylvania too, coming up. In fact, in April 5th. And lo and behold, the April 12th and 13th for the doo-wop lovers is going to be a whole weekend of doo-wop shows, doo-wop groups. Everybody you can think is going to be there.
Where is that?
That's going to be actually in Hop Hog.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that. I have to go to that show.
That one, my God.
That's right around the corner from me.
Right, it's Law Enterprises. They're producing it. They produce it every year. So this year we're on it, along with a million others.
Right. I'm gonna definitely try to make that, and I'll come up and introduce myself.
Great.
That is, if I can get past your bodyguards.
We're glad to meet you.
So
actually, it's going to be 2 days. It's going to be the 12th and 13th, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We'll be there Saturday on a Saturday show.
Yeah. I'm writing that down right now, and I'm gonna go online and buy tickets.
Good.
See that? You sold tickets already. You're a good draw.
They're selling it. They're going like hotcakes, so get them now.
Well, George, I appreciate the insight that you gave me about your career. Anything else that stands out? That you've accomplished, like maybe in the '80s or whatever.
Well, we had an album that came out in the '80s. It was on the ambient album, and actually we have a new one. We're just completing. Another album's going to come out very shortly. In a couple of weeks, we might be releasing it. And
are you going to put that on your website?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll look for that. I'll look for that too.
On contact for the show, just for the tickets. It's Rob Albanese. It's quote for 631-587-3565 for the tickets.
35. All right, I'll give them a call tomorrow.
Yeah. You'll be amazed at all the groups they're going to be at. You probably haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, I actually grew up just north of Hauppauge in a town called Smithtown.
I was in Smithtown. I had a business in Bayshore, actually.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
What kind of business? Yeah, are you still working?
Yes, but I'm going to retire soon. I mean, it keeps me sharp, keeps me on my feet.
Right, keeps you out of trouble too.
Out of trouble. Yeah, and the weekends we do all the traveling and everything. So.
Well, it sounds like you're really enjoying yourself.
I am. Thank God we're still here, and we're going to be doing it for as long as we can. We bring back a lot of memories to the people. I love to see the smiles on their faces. Believe me.
Yeah, I just missed the doo-wop period. I was born in '59, and I've spoken to a few people, and I just find it fascinating. It was good, clean.
Look, it was good music. Still is.
Oh yeah, and you know what? It's very desirable amongst collectors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody looks for the doo-wop stuff.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, but it must have been, it was good, clean.
Your age and younger, which is good. The ones that grew up with the baby boomers, the kids, they're all into it now. So it's nice. They still come to the shows.
Yeah, you got to keep it going.
Yeah, we do, and as long as we keep getting the crowds and they keep asking for us, we'll keep doing it.
Awesome, George. I thank you for taking my call.
Robert, it's a pleasure.
It was a pleasure for me too. Just if you could just rub it in one more time. How hot was it down in Florida today?
It was in the 70s.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks a lot.
I want to rub it in, but you asked. So. Listen, you're warming up. I heard it's going to be in the 30s and 40s, so you're warming up a little.
I'll have to fire up the barbecue.
There you go. Take it out of the mothballs.
Yeah. All right, George. Thank you for taking my call, and it's been a pleasure. I'm really glad to have done this.
Me too. I'm glad you asked me.
All right, George. Have a good night.
Hope to see you at the doo-wop.
I'll be there.
Okay. I hope to see you there.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.